Today, we are going to be focusing on the back body, the shoulder blades, the shoulders, the neck, and just opening the heart. So today's class is about opening the heart. And the reason is because a couple weeks ago, I walked over to the Visionary Art Museum, which is across from the Inner Harbor, across from the Rusty Scupper in Baltimore City. If you've never been there, it's a pretty interesting place. And they are doing an exhibit called The Art of Compassion. And this exhibit is going on through next September. And it was the Dalai Lama, the current Dalai Lama, had asked organizations and museums to focus on compassion. So they did. And a lot of their artwork has to do with the needlepoint, and they talk about the genocide in Rwanda, the Holocaust, the indigenous peoples, all the harm that's come their way. But the focus is on the healing and the people, the compassionate people that attended to their sorrows and helped to rebuild their community through compassion. So it's actually a very beautiful exhibit if you have time to walk around there. But I wanted to just share a couple of the things that stood out for me. They have little placards all over the place with quotes, and this one particularly stood out for me. And it says, the most valuable possession you can own is an open heart. So the most valuable possession you can own is an open heart. The most powerful weapon you can be is an instrument of peace. So the most powerful instrument is an open heart. The most powerful weapon is being an instrument of peace. And the woman who runs as a curator, I don't know what their job title is, but that runs the museum, put a really nice little letter together, and I'm just going to give the highlight. She said, "Welcome to an exhibition created especially for you, chock full of the latest scientific research that clearly proves increasing our acts of compassion and loving kindness positively impacts our physical and mental health in significant, measurable ways. That altruistic volunteers live significantly longer. So you guys are all going to live till you're about 120. They live longer than their peers, and that we human beings are actually hardwired to help, share, and care for one another. In this truth, embraced by wise teachers throughout the ages, both individuals and societies thrive best to the degree that they mutually cooperate and aid one another." So that's what we're going to be doing today, is just focusing on compassion. I have a beautiful little meditation to do at the end of the practice with you when our hearts are open. I'm going to invite you, if you choose, to take a roll, a blanket behind where your bra line would be. Lift the shoulders up and over it, lie back. If you have thoracic issues, osteoporosis, I would not invite you to do that. I would say just stay flat, because it's a little bit of compression and extension, flexion of those thoracic vertebrae. But with that open heart, even lying flat, we're going to just do a little meditation that helps you to examine the condition of your heart right now. And it's just a beautiful meditation that goes along with the stop meditation that we've done before. The stop is stop the trajectory of whatever's going on that might not be improve your well-being, and then take a few breaths. And we'll be doing another evidence-based breath called the heart center breath, where you actually imagine you're breathing in and out through the center of your heart. That has been shown to have biometric feedback to help calm your nervous system. So that's another tool. And then to observe, and we'll be observing the condition of the heart, and then proceed with loving kindness. So it's a lovely little meditation. It doesn't take long, but it's something you can do anytime for yourself, any part of the day. We are recording now, so this will also be available for you later. Okay. All righty. I have it on speaker view, but it's not doing that. And okay, there I am. Okay, so we're going to get started with movement, and then we'll do the breath. So once we open our chest and thoracic body, then we'll be able to take bigger, more wonderful breaths. So let's get started with the ball. And I know some of you have been using it, but before you get too involved with the ball, everybody have one? Let's just see where we are right now. So bring your arms to goalpost. Open the arms out to the side and just assess how your front body feels, where the arms connect to the shoulders. Feel the back body. Notice if you feel any movement in the shoulder blades. And just a real gentle movement. Everything we're doing today is super gentle. Roll the shoulders. I just want you to notice. And then just turn your head gently side to side. Notice what kind of movement you get in your neck. And then take the ball and we're going to rub it on our pectoralis muscles right under the collarbone where the arm and the shoulder connect. Notice if you feel that tenderness, and some of you may have so much tuning into your body that you can feel sensation back to the back of the shoulder blade, especially if there's tightness. I'm just holding my mic out of the way. And do both sides. You can shake your arm around back and forth. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, and just stay in tune with the body. Bring the ball onto your feet, roll the ball on your feet. Keep your eyes closed and focus on the sensations at the bottom of the feet. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Inviting the fascia lines to release in the back body. One more breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Take it over to the other foot. Pressing firmly, like seeing your socks off, Pauline. So feet are cold. Got chilly over the night. All right. And then set the ball off to the side. You don't need to do that for a real long time to get the benefit. Now open the arms back up to goalposts and just see if you notice any difference in the way the arms are willing to open up, releasing some of that stickiness in the fascial lines, the front body, the back body. Lower the arms down and gently turn the head side to side. See if you get a little bit more movement in the neck. And we're going to be revisiting the neck after we warm up the shoulders a little bit. All right, so that should become a daily self-care routine. Maybe keep it in your bathroom before the shower, just kind of use some myofascial release. So that ball should be getting a lot of attention throughout the course of the week. All right, let's take the shoulders up towards the ears. Breathe in, breathe out with an audible. Just a couple more, breathing in. Settling into your practice, being in present, not worrying about whatever else is going on in the course of the day. Just be who and how and with yourself right now. And then kayak those shoulders, one shoulder up and back, other up and back. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Paying attention also to the back body, sensing what you sense in each shoulder blade individually, each shoulder joint individually. Fingertips on the shoulder, let those elbows lift up, back and down, up, back and around. Starting to lift up through the heart space just a little bit, lengthening through your spine. And if you can't lift that heart up just a little bit higher, elbows up towards the sky. One more full breath in and out. And then elbows point forward, soften your shoulders down. Lower the chin slightly, keep that golden egg from breaking under the chin, and then slowly draw the elbows toward each other and stretch across the back of the shoulder blades. Allow the neck to feel heavy. Feel the stretch in the back of the neck from the back of the neck to the crown of the head. And gently lift your head up, take those elbows back. As we draw the shoulder blades together, lift the heart space up gently without crunching the lower back. And then back to neutral. Roll the shoulders out. And then let's work on the neck thumb. So come to your beautiful mountain pose, scooch forward in the chair. Press the feet into the earth and the sit bones into the chair. Press the hands onto the thighs, lengthen the spine, and gently draw the shoulders up and back with a slight drawing toward shoulder blades toward each other. And then take the head over the shoulder, over the right shoulder, chin parallel. Let the eyeballs continue to look over the shoulder, get more movement in the neck. If you can hear snap, crackle, pop, the fascia releasing, slowly bring the head back to center, take a breath in, and as you exhale, look over the other direction. The eyeballs continue to look. Keeping the neck and the shoulders loose helps reduce any risk of headache, TMJ. And then come back to center, lowering the chin toward the chest. Sweep your chin over towards your right shoulder. Lower the left fingertips down to the earth, creating space from fingertip to shoulder. And then diagonal lift up. So the chin lifts up diagonally and diagonally back down, pointing toward the right shoulder. I'm going to do that a couple of times. I want you to see if you notice anything with your ears, what you can hear. Any sounds, ringing. Next time your chin is pointed up toward the sky, jut your chin forward. Notice if you hear any high-pitched ringing, which I did when I first started this, but I've been doing this for a while now and the ringing went away. And then release the jaw, bring the head back to center, back towards your left shoulder and jut your jaw forward again. And then release the jaw, sweep the chin back towards center and lift your head up. Just do a little bit of bobble. When I first started this practice this week, I had a lot of ringing in my ears, probably from some tightness in my neck and jaw. And it since has really reduced. Now take the chin back to the chest and sweep the chin over toward the left shoulder. Lower your right fingertips down to the earth. And slowly lift the chin up diagonally and back down. Slowly lifting up, paying attention to the sensations in the neck. This is one of the best stretches you can do for your neck because there's a multitude of muscles down there, but you don't want to rush through it. Next time your chin is lifted up, jut your jaw forward. Notice what you notice about your ears. Release the jaw. Slowly take your chin back towards your left shoulder. Jut your jaw forward again. Changes the muscles that you're working. Keep drawing your shoulders back, shoulder blades gently toward each other. Really enhance that stretch. Release the jaw, bring your hand back to your thigh and sweep your chin back towards center and slowly lift your head up and bobble back and forth. Just out of curiosity, did anyone hear a ringing sound? No, just me. Oh, okay, interesting. All right. Well, that's good. That's good. Okay. Let's go into some cat-cow now. So hands are going to rest on the thighs, go over the knees, chin to the chest, round your back body. Pause here for a moment, get the shoulder blades to spread. Take a breath from the back side of the heart. And then lengthen your spine back up, open the arms out to the side. Lift the head and heart, press the backs of the hands toward each other. And then really draw attention to the shoulder blades as you lean them in for a bigger kiss toward each other. And then a couple times with the breath, hands on the knees, slide them over, chin to the chest, round your back. And as you inhale, lengthen your spine, open your hands out, Press the backs of the hands toward each other. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, lengthen. And last one, cat. And open heart, cow pose. Good. And back to center. Hands come out to the side, sun breath. Gather all that is good around you. And then turn the palms facing you and just bathe yourself in that goodness as you exhale. 2 more, inhale, gathering that, which is good. And exhale, hands come in front of the face. Just imagine bathing all that positive energy. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. Hands come back onto the thighs. Reach your right arm forward, palm faces up. Lower the arm slightly lower than the shoulder and soften the shoulder down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, walk the arm back behind you and away as you look over your left shoulder. Feel that shoulder blade draw in toward the other, opening up through the chest, the neck muscles. And then come back to center, sweep the arm in front of you, look over your right shoulder as the palm crosses over the body. 1 more time each way, inhale, open, look. And exhale, sweeping the other direction, look over the right shoulder. Fingertips point toward the left. And back toward center, other side. So left arm forward, soften the shoulder down, arm slightly lower than the shoulder, walk it out to the side, look over your right shoulder. Big breath in and out. 1 more time, breath in. And then as you exhale, sweep the arm in front of you, look over the left shoulder, fingertips pass towards the right. And 1 more time each way. Inhale, open, look. And exhale, other direction. Nice and easy does it. No forcing, no pushing. And then come back to center. Have your blocks on either side of you if you could, probably on their higher level. We're going to root the sitting bones down and start by just tick-tocking side to side, warming up the side body, the waistline, the lateral movement of the spine. And if this feels good and easy and you want to lower your blocks a little bit deeper, you can lower them a little bit deeper. But we're taking and paying attention to the muscle energy used to make this movement happen. So you should feel some energy and heat building up in the waistline, in the quadratus lumborum on the sides of the back here. Any discomfort and pain, you're going to just keep your hands on the chair and use some support to rock back and forth. The spine is long and tall. We're not rounded forward. It's a lateral movement, as if you were in between a pane of glass. You couldn't move forward or back with this. You're perfectly straight. All right, now come to stillness in the center and walk your feet out further. Take that right hand, palm faces up, roll the shoulder back and place the forearm on your right thigh. Left hand comes to the hip, roll the shoulder back, lift the heart up, and then press the forearm, the right forearm into the thigh to lengthen your spine. So you're not collapsing into it. You're pressing in and up. Stay here or come to goalpost with that left hand. Stay here or reach overhead. And stay here or bring the upper arm in line with the ear. 1 more, stay here. Stay here or take your right hand to the block. Keep lifting up through the side body. Stretch and reach a little taller. Beautiful. All right, bring your top hand back down to your thigh and other hand onto the thigh. Press back up using support. And then just wiggle back and forth. Do what you need to do. Hinge forward a little bit. Wiggle it out. And we'll go to the other side. Left forearm comes onto the left thigh, palms facing up, fingers are extended. Right hand onto the hip, elbow points back behind. Press the forearm into the thigh to lengthen. Keep the head and neck in alignment. stay here or come to goalpost. If that feels good, stay there or reach up. Maybe upper arm comes in line with the ear. And then if you're not collapsing, you can reach the fingertips down to the earth. You're lifting and hinging from the hip crease, not sinking into this to reach that block. All right, otherwise keep the support. Everything's supported here, not flopping into anything. Hold on for another breath or two. Really reach and lengthen, stretch through those ribs. Good. Lower the top arm down. Bring the bottom hand onto the thigh, lift back up. Hands are going to be on the thighs, just hinge forward and lift back up. A little bit of hinging forward and back. Notice what you notice about the back body. Good. All right. Now walk the feet in about 1/3 of the way, not all the way. And take your right hand onto your right thigh, left hand comes forward, palm faces up. Roll the shoulders back and gently walk the hand back and away from you. So we're twisting to the left. So follow your hand with your eye gaze as far as it's comfortable for you. And then bring that hand back forward. Again, sweep the arm back and away. If you want to put your right hand onto your left thigh for a deeper twist, as long as your spine is okay with that, go ahead and do that. And back to center one more time, yogi's choice. Right hand stays on the right thigh or shifts over to the left. Keep the belly drawn in, the spine cushioned with the abdominal muscles, and then come back to center. Roll the shoulders out, wiggle around, we'll go to the other side. So start with the left hand on left thigh, right arm reaches forward. Draw the belly in to cushion the spine and rotate towards the right. Follow the hand with your eye gaze as far as the neck will allow, and then come back to center. Full breath in. As you exhale, draw that belly in. Left hand stays where it is or reaches over for the right thigh. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, draw that belly in, keep the spine cushion, gently twist, take your eye gaze over. And then come back to center. Hands back on the thighs again, roll the shoulders, hinge forward. Feel the stretch in the lower back, press hands into the thighs, lengthen back up. And exhale, hinge forward again. And lift, grab your block, place it in the center for a maybe. All right, because we're going to do a little twist with a wide forward fold. So that's only a maybe. Maybe you want 2 blocks stacked, which is about the height of your thighs. So you can just keep your hands on your thighs, or in the middle, making a T with your block. So lengthen forward, hinge forward, only as far, you know, osteoporosis, you know what your rules are. Maybe no twisting, maybe no hinging further than 45. If you're okay with bring your right hand onto the block, left hand onto the hip, lengthen your spine. So push the feet and the sit bones into their surfaces. Use that to lengthen. Engage the core and then gently twist towards the left as that left elbow points back behind you. Back to center, switch hands. Right hand comes onto the right hip, elbow points back. Press the feet and the hand into the surfaces and gently twist to the right. Nice, beautiful. Back to center again. Press the hands onto the thighs, lift up. And then reach the arms up overhead into a big Y. Plug the head of the arm bone into the shoulder, engage the shoulder blades. Fingers are spread wide. You will live tall. So push the feet into the floor, sit bones into the chair, get length in your spine. Breathe in, breathe out. You've done you will live tall or you will love this a few times, going through all the range of motion of the shoulders, and that builds strength and bone cells. All right, you, now the W. So keep the, open the arms back a little bit and then draw the shoulder blades together as the elbows crunch in toward the hips. Palms are still open wide. Now the intention of this is to squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the heart space just a bit. You will. You should feel some energy and heat build up between the shoulder blades and in the arms. Everything's active and engaged. Fingers are spread, not just hanging out here. It's active. You will, W. And you want to get to being able to hold each of these for about a minute. Something to do while commercials are playing or you're waiting in line. We don't care what people think, right? And then love, lift your elbows up, shoulder in line with the shoulders. Press the palms down as the air resists back up. So you're pushing down while at the same time, imagine somebody's pushing your hands up. Press down, push up, and then draw the shoulder blades together again, active and engaged, not just hanging out in this. Want to build those bone cells, build that strength in the shoulders. You will love. Another breath here. Heat building up in those back between the shoulders, I know. And then extend the arms out to the side, plug the head of the arm bone in, squeeze the shoulder blades together. A lot of activity going on back there. Head and neck are in alignment, fingers are spread wide, arms are engaged so that even the triceps muscle is squeezing. Everything's working. All right, and one more breath. Ooh, feel the release. Feel that release. Open and close the hands. All right. Now placing the hands onto the heart, walk your feet back in toward the midline. You can move the blocks if you want. All right, now we can really take some big breaths in. We've opened up everything in our thoracic cavity to really feel the breath. So what I'd like you to do is imagine that there's this beautiful, not hole in your heart, but opening in your heart, right? What was that quote? The most valuable possession that we can own is an open heart. So imagine there's an opening in your heart. And this is that evidence-based biofeedback to just calm the nervous system. So imagining, using your imagination with that open heart, breathe into the open heart with the in breath. And breathe out through the same opening. It's going to allow you to use your imagination to breathe in and out through the open space in your heart. Wonderful to create space in your heart for more and more and more. There's no set amount of love that we can take into our heart. It will never burst from love. You can slow and deepen the breath if you like, creating more expansiveness in the heart space. Imagining the heart ballooning up with each breath in, filling with love, compassion for everyone around you. And as you exhale, just inviting that compassion to feed your soul once again. Kind of a loop. You can come up with your own mantra. I am loved. I am loving. I am lovable. I am loved. I am loving. I am lovable. And then when you're ready, just lower your hands down, blink your eyes open. Shake out any way you need. Let's just do a little bit of movement with our legs before we start our standing postures. You do some twinkle toes with your feet. Massage your thighs. Isn't that a beautiful breath? I think that's a lovely way to breathe. All right, let's pick that right leg up. Make some circles with your ankles, both directions. Point and flex, point and flex. Go to the other side. Twinkle the toes, circles, point and flex. And then take that right leg, make some big circles with your hip joint. Notice what you noticed about that hip. You can lean back in the chair if that feels better. Go both directions. All right, let's compare it to the other side now. And both ways. Those nice asymmetrical bodies are not Barbie dolls. We're real people, real lives, real habits. Feet together, knees apart. That make us a little asymmetrical, a little quirky, exactly who we are, right? All right. Now keep those blocks on the side if you could again. And scooch over to the right side and extend your right leg out to gate pose and make it comfortable for you. The foot goes wherever the knee and the hip are happy, but the leg is kind of hanging off the side of the chair. Take the right leg out a little bit this time. Okay, so we're getting a big wide V with our thigh bones. Lengthen up through your spine. We're going to place that left hand on the left thigh again, right hand on the hip. Press whatever is touching the floor or chair into the earth to lengthen. All right. And then stay here, or if you choose, come to goal post. Maybe up or over, up and over. You decide, and then maybe that hand comes down to the block. Feel that stretch from fingertip to heel, all the way down that right side of the body. Just pause here for a couple breaths. Remember, not pushing through pain. Stay in honor with your body. One more breath here. First thing we do is lower the arm down and then slide the hand up to the thigh, press back up or on the chair. And then walk that leg forward, just take it forward, scooching more in the middle of your chair. And if you want to put the block down on your heel, you can, but it's not a have to. Hands come on the thighs, hinge forward, get a stretch in the hamstring, toes towards the nose. Good. Lift back up, breathe in. And then hinge forward again. Keep the head and neck in alignment or one flip phone. Toes up towards the nose. Yeah, press the thigh bone down, heel into the earth. Okay. And then lift back up and scooch over to the other side. So now the left buttock is sort of hanging off the chair. Left leg goes out to the left side to wherever it's comfortable for you. Walk the right leg out slightly. Hands on the hips, lengthen. Press everything that's touching anything. Lengthen it. Press it in to lengthen, root to rise. And then take that right hand, place the forearm on the thigh. Come to goal post with the left. Reach for the sky if you choose. Upper arm in line with the ear if that's right for you. Get long and tall from fingertip to toe on that left side. And then if you choose, you can reach down for that block. Get a little deeper into that if that's right for you today. Oh, look at those long bodies. Beautiful. Oh, my hip's really tight. Can you feel the tightness in the hip flexor when you stretch? And you don't have to have your hand up. You can even feel that just from lifting the elbow up and getting that hip flexor to stretch. Ooh, one more breath. And then bring your hand back down, press the hand into the chair or the block, onto the thigh. And then we're going to sweep that leg out in front of us, come more to center. Heel down, thigh bone down, lengthen, hinge forward. Ooh. I miss being face to face because I feel like I'm the only one grunting. I know that can't possibly be true. Thank you. breath in as you lift and lengthen. One more time, exhale, hinge forward. Oh, that feels good. All right, we got to get busy standing up now. All right, lift back up and walk that foot forward. Do whatever you need to do. And let's do some sit stands. So come to the edge of your chair and feet are wherever the feet is comfortable. If you need one foot in front, that's fine. Just try to switch it because you'll notice if you always have your right foot forward, you're putting more weight on the left leg. But for some people that have a weakness for some real reason, you may need to do that to be safe. So do what you need to do. So hinge forward, nose over toes, push whatever's touching the earth in, lift to standing. Shift the weight to the heels of the feet, sit down without a plop. Lot of control. Hands can cross over the chest to lift and stand. Shift that weight to the heels of the feet, sink down. You can scoop yourself up and shift and sit. All right, hopefully with your homework, you're practicing this, getting up to 15, maybe 20 sit stands. You would impress the heck out of your doctor or the therapist doing a test. All right, a couple more if you got it in you. And once you're settled in, let's all meet with our chair on the right side, all four legs on the chair. You're going to have a strap nearby. And we'll all meet in loose coat sleeves when you've got all that together. Oh. Breathe in and breathe out. Everybody's almost ready. All right, let's slow that down a little bit. Shake it out. Now I sent a little email, hopefully that y'all had some type of wall access nearby. Looks like everybody's pretty good with that. So we can modify. So not yet, but soon we'll be needing some type of wall. All right, let's stand in mountain pose. Feet are connected to the earth. Mound of the big toe outside of the heel of the foot. So mound of the big toe outside of the heel. And then feel the legs really firm and fire up. Press the feet into the earth as you lengthen. Shoulders up. Hands forward. Reach the arms up overhead. Big breath in. Belly draws in. Strong and stable here. All right. Lift the arms up a little higher, or if it's your goal post, lift the shoulders up. Want to get some movement in those shoulder blades. I want you to feel the shoulder blades go up and down, up and down. A little bit of movement, soft and easy. Shoulder blades are sliding up and down the back. Now reach the arms forward, take them into a wide V. Reach forward, feel the shoulder blades spread. And then squeeze the, plug the head of the arm bone in as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. So reach and retract. Shoulder blades draw together. So you get all that nice movement of the shoulder blades. And then give yourself a hug. Feel them spread across the ribs as you lower the chin to the chest. All that effort in the back body. Good. And then lengthen back up and release that. All right, facing your chair now, let's do a little pranam, get some stretching out of the lower back and the hamstrings. So arms are going to go to your level of comfort, up. And exhale, hinge from the hip crease, hinge forward into pranam, forward fold. Pause here for a moment. Press the tops of the thigh bones back, start to straighten the knees a little bit, blossom out from the back side, lengthen the spine. Front body toward the back body. A lot going on with the forward fold. We're not just hinging forward. Now soften your knees, press the feet into the earth. Use the core strength to lift you back up. Reach the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. All the stuff we just mentioned. Blossom out, press the thigh bones back. Now, light on your hands if you can. Use pressing the feet into the earth. Use the strength of the core to lift back up. Arms up. Last one, exhale, forward fold. Good. Hands on the back of the chair. Press the backs of the thigh bones back, front body to the back body. And then as much of the core strength as you can to lift back up. Reach the arms up overhead again. Palms together and hands down to the heart. Good. All right. Grab your block if you could. This is where I'd like you to have a wall if you can, but if you don't, what we're going to do is put the block up this way, lengthwise. And I'd like you to try to get your shoulder blades between the block and press the block into the wall. What I'm hoping to do is give you some feedback when I'll have you move your arms in different directions, and you're kissing the block. All right, so you're squeezing the block with your shoulder blades and then releasing it. And then as the arms lift, maybe you feel some movement in the shoulder blades. So it's really just a feedback tool. So if the wall's not available for you, it's not that big of a deal, but it is an interesting exercise. So trying to come to a wall and see if you can't place that block between the shoulder blades. All right, and see if you can find the shoulder blades. So bring your arms with your fist, like a fist pump, elbows pointing out to the side, and then push the elbows back and away and feel the shoulder blades kissing the block. All right. And then release that and cross your elbows over top of each other and the shoulder blades spread away from each other. So this is just a little feedback. Squeeze and release. A little smoochy in there. Does one reach it before the other? Can you tell? Does one shoulder blade kiss before the other? All right, now make a little fist, hands at your shoulders, reach the arms up. If you can feel the shoulder blades kind of sliding up, and then lower the arms down. Just trying to get a sense of how much movement those shoulder blades have, because some people, their shoulder blades are locked in place, and then guess what? You end up with frozen shoulder. All right, and then just play around with it. Experiment yourself and what you notice with this feedback. I want you to try to remember those sensations. One more. Okay. And then release that block. Now we're going to do rhomboid push-up. And if you remember rhomboid push-up on the wall, if you have any issues with your wrist, you can use fists, but we're going to place your hands on the wall. And what you're going to do with that same sensation where you're going to reach out where the shoulder blades are spreading, and then you're going to plug in and kiss the block. So you're going to reach out and plug in, but you're going to do that on the wall. I'm going to do it from the side here. Hands should be fingertips are at shoulder height, shoulder distance apart. I have to go a little wider than shoulder distance only because this is too squishy and I need the firmness of the wall. And walk out just a little bit so that your body's at a nice straight line. And you don't bend the elbows, you keep the elbows straight. And first you push away. So push the hands into the wall, push away. And then Louise, you can do that, just reach your arms forward. All right, reach your arms forward and then plug in. Reach out, plug in. All right, so push the hands into the wall, reach out, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together, plug in. Reach out, plug in. This is called a rhomboid push-up. Push-up, reach out, plug in. Try not to move the hips. All right, this is all in the shoulder blade. So you're trying not to, there you go, Jean, good. Reach out, one more. Next time you reach out, keep reaching out. So press the hands into the wall, let the shoulder blades spread across the back and take a step backwards, one more step back. Lift up a little bit on your tippy toes and we're gonna come to a plank. So when you do plank, you wanna push the hands into the wall, spread the shoulder blades down the side ribs, head and neck are in alignment. All right, you may need to lower your hands just a little bit. And this would be your plank. You're not plugged in, you're pushing out and away. One more breath here, keep the belly, front body to the back body. And release that, walk forward. All right, that's a lot on the hands, so I don't want to do that again, but if you want to try to strengthen the core, Doing some nice wall planks is a good idea. You're just going to take the feet away from you, push away, head and neck in alignment, stay on your tippy toes. And this is better in shoes if your feet are have arthritis in them. And then just pause here for a moment. Some of you may even like to do it on forearms. You can do it on forearms too. Okay, so that's kind of a homework assignment. I know it's hard on some of your hands. Okay. All right, let's counter that by hands on the hips, come to mountain pose. And then we're going to just sweep our hands back behind us. And what I'd like for you to do, I think we did this a couple weeks ago, is find that erectus spinae muscle that is above the pelvis. And if your arms reach to make a fist into that muscle, push in and up. You're going to press in and up. And that's going to fire up that back muscle along the side body. And then we're going to lift up, not crunching the lower back because we're supporting it with our fists. We're going to lift up the heart space. All right. So really press those elbows back and away and use your fists to help support your lower back to open up through the heart space. Please don't kink your head back. The head and neck stay in alignment. Like kissing the Blarney Stone. You'll pass out if you kink your neck back too far. And release that. Has anyone ever kissed the Blarney Stone? Yeah. My husband tells me he did it. I haven't done it, but he said he had his neck so far back when he got up, he fell into the people because he almost passed out because he kinked off his neck. All right. Now without the sensation of the block, we're going to bring your arms to goalpost. And then bring fingertips, heel of the hand, and elbows together, chin toward the chest, and really feel the shoulder blades spread. Stretch the back of the heart. Take a breath through the back of the heart. And then slowly open the arms out. See if you can't. Imagine you're kissing the block with your shoulder blades. So lift up through the heart and imagine that you're still pressing into those erector spinae muscles. So lift the heart space up using all that strength of the core. Lift up through the heart space. So this will be your most beautiful cactus open heart pose. One more breath here. Everything's active and then release that. You're not just, it's really lifting and pressing and opening, all right? And then roll the shoulders out. Okay, now coming to the back of your mat, hands on the hips, turn your right toes out 45 degrees and send your left foot forward into a warrior one pose, all right? If you want a chair or something to hold on to or a wall, please use it. Squeeze the back right glute and send the right front shin forward. I'm on a nice wide base of support, not on a tightrope. All right, the feet are wide. All right, now we're gonna reach the arms up, bend the elbows to cactus, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing the back glute. Keep the core supported so you don't crunch the lower back. And then lift up your heart space. Lift up the heart space. Warrior one. Good. Straighten the front leg, fingertips, heel of the hand, and elbows together. Chin lowers down slightly. Feel the shoulder blade spread. Front leg is straight. And one more time, bend the elbow, open up that cactus, shoulder blade squeeze, heart lifts, core is strong. Support that lower back. Good. And then straighten the front knee, lower the arms down, and bring that back foot forward. All right, we'll go to the other side. All right, soft knees, right toes 45 degrees, left foot kicks forward, wide base of support. Squeeze did I do the same leg? Not the same leg. Yeah, I think I did the same leg, I'm sorry. Left toes 45 degrees, right foot goes forward. Squeeze the back left glute, send the front right shin forward, arms come forward, get length first, draw that belly in. As you exhale, support the lower back as you bend the elbows and then draw the shoulder blades together. Lift the eye gaze up, no higher than the seam of the ceiling and the wall. So we're not arching back, we're supporting that lower back. We're lifting from the mid-thoracic spine, the heart space. Lift that open heart. Good. Straighten the front knee, bring fingertips, heel of the hand and elbows together, lower the chin. It's a little balance challenge here. And then one more time, bend the knee, open the elbows, press the backs of the hands away from each other. Lift the heart space. And straighten that front knee, lower the arms down, and then find that way to bring the back foot forward. Shake those legs out. All right. Now we're going to need to stretch this lower back. So let's come to the wall or a chair and do a nice L pose. I guess the chair is a good way to do. Let's do the chair. Okay, so holding on to the back of the chair, walk the feet back into your L pose. So knees are going to be nice and bent to start, hands as wide on the chair as possible. Bring the head in the direction of the upper arms and really bring length to the spine. Shoulders are open. And then start to send the tops of the leg bones back, straightening the knees a little bit, as long as you don't lose your nice spine integrity. Just pause here, front body to the back body, engage. Breathe in and out, and then slowly walk forward again. Okay. All right. Facing your chair, send the right toes back behind you and reach the left arm forward. Squeeze that back right glute and draw the energy up that leg. Decide if it's right for you to lift the right foot up off the floor and reach long with those left fingertips for opposite arm leg lift. Good. And release. We'll go to the other side. So shift the weight to the right, send the left toes back, squeeze the left glute, draw the energy up the leg, reach the right arm forward, and then if it's right, lift those left toes up, reach long with the right fingertips. And release. Now your option here is to do that again, or we're going to go into a modified warrior 3. So we're going to go to L pose, shift the weight, and extend the right foot back, left foot back. So it's a modified warrior 3. That's what you're getting into. Or you can stay standing up tall and do it from the top of the chair. Okay? So whichever one you're going to do, stay where you are or shift back into a, not an all the way L pose, but about a 2/3 of the way L pose. All right? It's going to make it a little more doable. Shift your weight over to the left foot and send those right toes back behind you. And then first, keep the toes connected, but lift the left arm up. See how that feels. Draw the front body to the back body. And then play around with lifting those right toes up. See if it's right. And take that leg as far up and back as feels good in your body. If at all. All right. And then shift back up to standing, shake it out. And we'll try that other side. All right, so come to what is right for you in terms of your L pose or standing straight. Shift your weight over to the, why can't I remember what side I've done? Right foot, lift the left leg up, or send it back behind you. Right arm comes forward, and then if you choose, tap that left foot back behind you or lift it up to your level of comfort. Good. And release that. All right, shake it out. Okay, let's come down onto the floor now and notice where your body goes. Oh, yay. The thing we didn't get to was the Eric Schifflin exercises with but I think we've done enough with our shoulders today. I think I want to get on our backs and do some nice stretching and releasing. Okay, so now those of you who might like to do the, when it comes time for the meditation, have your blanket nearby. If you want to do the roll on the back of your bra line, you would take your blanket and just roll it up, not all the way, but some of the way, and place what it would look like is right at the shoulder blades, you would, and under the armpits, you would put the roll there and lift up. We'll get to that in a little bit, but just not right yet. But I just wanted you to have your equipment nearby, and so you could see what it looked like while you were still sitting up. Go ahead and lie on your back. Come into constructive rest. Notice where your body goes. Woo. Feel your whole backside resting on the earth. Notice what parts of the body are in contact with the earth, the pelvis, parts of the spine, the shoulder blades. And reach your arms forward, feel the shoulder blades spread, and then plug in, feel the shoulder blades press into the mat for a little more feedback. Reach out, plug in, reach out, plug in. You want to keep that movement going in those shoulder blades, good. And then give yourself a hug, draw the knees in toward the chest. Give yourself a little hug, rock back and forth. Breathe in and breathe out. All right, let's keep the right knee into the chest, lower the left foot down. If it's right for you to extend the leg all the way down, extend the leg all the way down. Take that right leg and move it over toward in the direction of the right shoulder. Keep the thigh bone where it is and place your hands underneath your right thigh. Flex your right foot and then just bring the foot up toward the ceiling. So you're in a reclining lunge pose. Take your left arm, reach it overhead. Stretch out through that whole left side of your body. Draw the thigh bone a little closer to your right side ribs, your right shoulder. And lower the arm down, lower the leg down, nice full body stretch. Circles with the ankles, circles with the wrists. And then bring the left leg in towards the chest. If that doesn't feel good, bend your right knee, that's okay. Place both hands underneath the left thigh and walk it over to the left side a little bit so the knee is in line with the shoulder. Keep the thigh bone close to your belly. Flex the left foot and just bring the foot up towards the ceiling. Then reach your right arm up overhead, even if the knee is bent, the right knee is bent. Reach the right arm up to your level of comfort. Could be out to the side, could be goal post, could be overhead. Find your beautiful breath. Good. And go ahead and lower the arm, bend that right knee, and bring the other foot down onto the floor. So we've been doing a lot of heart openers today. So let's see how your bridge pose feels in your body today. The feet are as close to the buttocks as feels comfortable for your knees. The knees are hip distance apart. Arms are down by your sides. Snuggle your shoulder blades on your back, and then bend your elbows so your palms are facing each other across your torso. Take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, flatten out your lumbar spine a little bit. Press the feet and the backs of the arms into the earth and lift your hips and torso up off the earth. Lift up through your heart space. Nice open heart here. Squeeze the glutes just a little bit. Squeeze the sitting bones with your gluteus muscles. Then slowly lower the hips back down. Let's do that again. Flatten out your lumbar spine. Press the heels and the backs of the arms into the earth. Lift your heart space up. Offering that open heart. And when you're ready, lower back down. Let's do that just a couple more times. You can do it with your breath if you choose. So inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Two more. Keep the neck soft, no pressure in the neck. Good. And then knees come back into the chest. Yourself a little squeeze. Take your knees over towards your shoulders. Keep the thigh bones where they are. Hands come underneath your thighs, so behind your thighs. Flex your feet and then bring your feet up toward the sky into a happy baby. Hands are still holding on to the back side of the thighs. Pressing the thighs into the side body. Feet are up toward the ceiling. Good. And when you're ready, release that. And come to a comfortable position for yourself. Make sure you're warm enough. And if you want to do the roll underneath your bra strap to open the heart up, go ahead and roll it up partially. It's not a big roll, it's a small roll. All right, it's not all the way rolled. And if you have, again, the thoracic spine issues or any spinal issues or osteoporosis, please do not do this. You're going to lie back with your bra strap right on the blanket. So your armpits are on the top of the roll. And then you roll your shoulders up and over it. Palms are in goalpost with the palms facing up. Palms facing up toward the ceiling so that your arms are relaxed and your backs of the hands are on the floor, if that works for your shoulders. Okay. All right. So take a nice breath in through the nose and out through an open mouth. Another breath in. So we're just going to stop and give ourselves some well-deserved meditation time. So this is the S of the stop meditation. Stop. Take some deep breaths. So I encourage you to take the heart centering breath where you imagine the space, the opening in your heart, breathing in through the opening in the heart and exhaling through the opening in the heart. Keep the imagination in the heart space, attention in the heart. Calming the nervous system. And just remember, there's nowhere else you need to be right now. Nothing different you should be doing. Breathing in through the center of the heart, breathing out through the center of the heart. See if you can ask yourself the question, what is the condition of my heart right now, today? Give this question some space. Let images arise without manipulating them or forcing them. The image may be metaphorical or it may be an actual heart. There may be some scars, some wreckage, places of healing, love or joy, heat, cold. The image of your heart may even be a landscape or a face, a color, or even just a felt sense, a feeling. If you were asked to draw what you saw, Imagine yourself drawing what you noticed about the condition of your heart right now. Not what you want it to be, what you wish it to be, what it was before, but what it is right now. And just take a step back. See what you drew. And what is it like for you to see the condition of your heart right now? And then we proceed with loving kindness toward who and how we are right now. Offering compassion toward our own heart. And then set yourself up for a comfortable position for Shavasana. And let go of the conscious breath and allow the breath to breathe itself. Take your time as you begin to come back into this space. Enjoy a slow breath in, slow breath out. Gently begin wiggling fingers and toes, rocking your head side to side, and taking time to move your bigger joints, knees into the chest, rocking those side to side, and turning over your favorite side, pausing for just a moment. Reiterate the valuable possession you own, your open heart, your most powerful weapon as an instrument, being an instrument of peace. Press your hands into the earth and come to a seat that's comfortable for yourself. I just wanted to share one more thing that somebody sent me. One of my other students says, the goal of yoga, no, it's not the handstand. The yoga pose is not the goal. Becoming flexible is not the goal. Standing on your head is not the goal. The goal is to create space where you were once stuck, to unveil the layers of protection you built around your heart, to appreciate your body and become aware of the mind and the noise it creates, to make peace with who you are. The goal is to love, well, you. So bring your hands in front of that big, beautiful heart. And just know that all the light and love in my heart honors that same light and love in all of yours. Bow your head to honor your practice. Then blink your eyes open and greet your Sangha with Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Thank you all so much.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Thank you.
You're
That was
welcome.
great. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks,
Have a
Kathy.
great week, everyone.
Yes.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.